That has just fallen there, and I'm thinking things fall apart. At least it's not broken, so I can still hear the controllers and you can still hear me. So all's well that ends well. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. Now we're going to be speaking about something that's colloquially known as papgeld. Exactly what do we mean by that? The Department of Justice and Constitutional Development will this month embark on a maintenance campaign to educate the public about maintenance issues. The Maintenance Act first came into law in 1998 as an order to restate and amend certain laws relating to maintenance in the country. Joining us now in studio to share more information is Advocate Daniel Thulare, who is an acting Chief Magistrate in Kempton Park. A very good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, and good morning to South Africans.
Now, South Africans have a very interesting phenomena of many single-parent households where maintenance issues come to the fore. One would imagine that we're very clued up about how to apply for maintenance, etc. But you've embarked on a campaign to educate South Africans about maintenance, which leads me to the question, do we not know enough?
Yes, I think out of practice, ordinarily it is custodial mothers, in other words, mothers who live with children, that generally approach courts for maintenance of children, and some are not even aware that when they themselves have a need, they may approach the court if it is within a marriage. So people who are married, for instance, do not know that they owe each other a duty to maintain. That if the mother of the children is in a marriage and she also needs her own maintenance, she can apply for that. Generally, in those circumstances, there would be an application for maintenance for the children only. Men do not know that when they have the need for maintenance within a marriage and that the mother of the house has got means that he can approach the court to claim for maintenance.
Okay, I just want you to say that again, because that's very new to me. So it's not only single parents that can claim maintenance. Within a marriage, a wife who has needs, financial needs, can approach the court for maintenance from the husband.
For herself, yes.
For herself.
Yes.
All right? The husband who has financial needs within a marriage can approach the court for maintenance from the wife.
Yes. Generally, we see applications for maintenance by spouses during divorce proceedings for the period after divorce, because remember, within a marriage there is a duty to maintain, but once the marriage ends, that duty ends with the marriage. And we see applications for spouses in matters where there is a divorce, mostly for what we call rehabilitative maintenance. In other words, maintenance to rehabilitate yourself for a particular period. Like if you were married as a young woman, and you didn't go to university, and after matric you went into a marriage and you became a housewife, and 20 years down the line you are divorced, and perhaps you need to educate yourself, and you feel that perhaps the man of the house should put you at least at a place where parents, for instance, would have put you in relation to your economic development. You may claim for that. So we see spousal maintenances under those circumstances, but nothing precludes a person within a marriage who has a need for maintenance and the other spouse having the means to approach the court to claim for maintenance. Similarly, nothing precludes parents who are in need of maintenance. Remember, the duty to maintain is reciprocal. So parents take care of children and have a duty to maintain their children whilst their children are young and have the need. But once the coin changes, and it is the parent that is in need, and the children have got the means, they've grown up, nothing precludes the parents from approaching the court and claiming for maintenance.
Claiming from the children.
From their children.
The children to maintain the parents.
Yes.
Because the children have now got the financial means.
Yes, and we have old grannies, and mothers, especially in rural areas and far outskirts, who have sacrificed a lot for their children. And their children are now professionals. They are in Cape Town, in Gauteng. They are not going home. They are not maintaining their children. Those mothers are not aware that they may approach the courts and the courts would assist them.
Okay, so they want to implement that saying, "Ukuzala kuzelula." So if you give birth to someone and you raise them, you are supposed to receive comfort then in your old age.
There is a reciprocal duty to support by persons who are related, whether by blood or marriage or otherwise. And therefore, the starting point is maintenance. And that is why we have embarked on we have strategies. The Director General of the department has issued strategies. The Chief Justice has issued what we call norms and standards to make sure that courts, especially maintenance courts which are located within the district courts, assist members of the public as far as we can. I can perhaps cite just 4 points of the strategy issued by the Director General. One of them is that when a person applies for maintenance, courts must strive, and courts in this sense includes the administrative component, which are clerks of the courts, the maintenance officers, which are reporting by law technically to the National Director of Public Prosecutions, and the magistrates who form part of the judiciary. All of us must make sure that from the day a claim is lodged for maintenance, within 90 days, there is a decision. So there shouldn't be delays. Maintenance investigators are there to investigate the financial position of spouses. The second strategy is tracing defaulters in instances where there have been an order and there are defaults in relation to maintenance recovery. So there are strategies in place trying to trace defaulters through maintenance investigators. And that is why, amongst others, you would have heard the Deputy Minister speaking about the move towards making sure that those who default are also blacklisted, with bureaus, and they must first attend to their maintenance obligations before they can conclude other financial obligations further.
Advocate, I'm going to have to interrupt you. You're going to have to come back another time and speak to us about the other 2 points of the strategy in the 4 areas there. But I now see why you have the need for the maintenance campaign to educate the public on issues of maintenance. We'll have to call you again at another time. We have unfortunately run out of time. Thank you so much for having joined us. There you have it. I'm sure you also had some aha moments where you say, I did not know that. Advocate Daniel Thulare is an acting Chief Magistrate here to educate us about issues of maintenance. Quick ad break, more after.